Well, bad news. TFU Friday's cancelled from now and ever on because everyone seems to have got their act together because we couldn't find any totally fucked up news stories at all. Yeah, that's not true.
That's not true.
Too many to choose from, but here's the one we chose right now. G'day viewers, the end of the week means looking around and finding out, you know what? There really are a lot of totally fucked up people in the world.
Hello, I'm here, it's totally fucked up and only my foot is, plus a bit on my arm and my head.
Yes, for those who saw the video of me taking AZ to hospital when he could barely work, turns out something puny like broken bones were the problem.
They let me go and everything, well, I ran away, but they let me go because they didn't stop me. Well, they tried to, but I was running on a tram and they said, oh, fuck him, he'll come back for the drugs.
Yes, so he can be with you today thanks to the Public Health Service and pharmaceutical benefits. So, what's totally fucked up? Look, one story people have been mentioning to me for weeks that I didn't touch, because I really don't like to go on stories that are actively unpleasant with people suffering and or death. And the outrage that's happened in India is apparently suffering an epidemic of rapes with the young lady who died when she was in hospital in Singapore after being gang raped after her and her gentleman friend were tricked into getting on a bus which they thought would take them home, which is actually apparently set up to pack rape her, beat him up and pack rape her. Now, I wasn't going to touch it. It's just too unpleasant. I don't want to be seen to be profiting from that, making light of that. But a headline came out in the last day or so that made me genuinely fucking angry. And it was the defense lawyer saying his charges were going to plead not guilty because, you guessed, she asked for it. It was her fault.
Oh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? She's got on a bus to go home. Please fuck shit out of me and kill me. I think that all the time. When I get on a train, I go, hang on, I should get raped and killed to death.
And this was the thing, they're tying themselves in knots. She wasn't alone. She wasn't walking down dark streets. She was with her partner. She was going on what appeared to be a safe route home, except evil people had done it. And so the whole cry is, it's her fault.
It's not her fault.
It's the psychopathic rapist's fault. I wonder...
Whoa. Fucking hang on a second there, angry Australian. You're trying to say that 6 blokes who fucking lured one chick, one med student chick and her mate, 6 blokes lured one chick and her mate onto a bus and beat them up and packed rape her to death. You're trying to say it's their fault?
That is the out there claim I'm making. And apparently in India, that's an out there claim to me. I went away, wow, there are these huge rallies. There are a lot of really fucking angry women. I thought, okay, angry rape. Because this attitude, first I thought, just seeing the lawyer alone saying that, Mr. Sharma, that was enough to set me off. But when I was reading the article, on top of him, a guy going by the name of a spiritual guru by the name Ashram, which apparently translates from the Hindi to mean utter fucking dirtbag scumfuck, because he said, oh, what she should have done is chanted God's name and fallen at their feet.
Oh!
And then they wouldn't have raped her.
Oh, what was I thinking?
I believe that. I believe that would have actually... Oh, my fucking God, you piece of shit!
She shouldn't have stabbed fuck out of him or anything like that. No.
And there's this other guy who's one of the main figures in the opposition party in the parliament, and he said, you know what? This doesn't happen to the good girls from the villages. Just these girls in the cities who lead Western lifestyles. It's from top to fucking bottom in this culture of people. I thought victim blaming was bad here. And by the way, anyone who ever starts a comment with, oh yeah, but what about the ones who... Fuck you! Fuck you in the fucking neck, you fucking piece of shit. Anyone who, when someone has been the victim of a horrible crime like that, when your first thing is to go, oh, but what about when fuck you! Oh,
but how about this chick, right? Like, she's evil, right? Because she's a med student.
She's getting educated.
She asked for it. She asked for it because clearly she's done several years of high school, never gone anywhere past the hardest exams in any country on earth, and was becoming a doctor. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic here. Let me
Yeah.
just pop that in because I don't like getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was her problem. And I look at, well, I'm going to say it, cunts like this who go, oh, it's the girl's fault. And I go, well, I don't like to say, but there's me and several of my friends who like to meet people like you in a dark alley late at night.
Yeah. See, I'm saying, look, violence is never the answer,
Never
right?
the answer. It's not a good thing.
I'm not even joking. I wouldn't suggest that someone who says something this fucked needs to be violently hurt themselves.
Never.
But seriously, this piece of shit, this is the type of guy that if you end up reading a story, oh, he was walking alone at night and he got pack raped by rabid monkeys. Your reaction would be, yeah, so, Mr. Sharma, he died being drowned in the fecal splatter of an incontinent elephant. You just go,
what about the elephant? Is it okay?
You know what? And that's the thing. When you are this fucked up, you're beyond parody, you're beyond help, I think. But seriously, you want to make me genuinely fucking angry? Cop the attitude of these. And God, we need to lighten it up at least a bit.
A little bit.
At least a bit.
A little bit.
Now, this next story. This is fucked up, but at least there's a humour aspect to it. Young Emma Watson.
Who, by the way, is good.
Emma Watson, Hermione Granger for the Harry Potter fans.
No, I'm thinking more Emma Watson today.
22-year-old mega hot Emma Watson,
That
right?
was the one I was thinking.
She's going through an airport
She likes me.
and she gets pulled up by customs inspection who go, oh, unaccompanied minor, where are your papers? Where's your guardian? And she's just like, what now? What?
What?
And you go, no, if you're travelling as an unaccompanied minor, we need the proper papers. And she's like, no, look, son, I'm sure that you're the toughest 12-year-old around, but she's going, I'm not fucking 22! And she mentioned this on Twitter, and then she followed it up with, sad fact, not the first time it's happened. I think it's a short haircut. They think she's a little boy.
I'm saying this now. I'm prepared to give up my illustrious career part-time on the Angry Network to be Emma Watson's adult accompaniment. I will do that.
In unrelated news, I believe Emma Watson's just announced she's never travelling anywhere ever again.
I didn't hear that. Oh,
No.
that's new.
I'm just fairly confident that would be the reaction.
Hang on, because they're supposed to go to Miami, me and Ems, hanging out, doing stuff, drinking, being unaccompanied minors.
Yeah, even though she's 22, I still think you're going to end up with criminal charges.
OMG, she's a demon down pit. Oh,
we're getting all northern now. Look out. I didn't even know she was from the north.
You know, unaccompanied with that. I did that. I'm proud of it.
And the sad thing is, he's proud of it. Look, honestly, let's move on to Texas. There's never a short... It's like Texas and Florida, they're just serving them up. It's just a case of which story am I going to pick this week. Honestly,
I mean,
this week it's Texas.
Thank God for Texas.
I mean, really, right? Now, this one, a Republican lawmaker in Texas has come up with the idea that strippers should have to be licensed. Kind of stupid, but not in and of itself the worst thing. But the license should have their real name and home address on it. Okay, and they should have to wear it while working. Yes, while you're working in a strip club, you should be displaying your real name and home address. Now, at first I read that and thought, wow, this guy is spectacularly dumb. Keep the moves going, AZ. It's working.
Well, because I'm thinking, right, I could get a gig there, right?
Absolutely.
My name is Tabitha, and I live in East Milwaukee.
Yeah, and at first I thought this guy's just really clueless, but no, it turns out he's one of the moral types who's trying to legislate his morality. He knows women won't work as a stripper in those things where sweaty guys down there see their real name and home address. He's actually trying to make it not viable for stripping to have... I mean, seriously, of all the things you could actually legislate against, something as innocuous as stripping. Really? And where's the fucking hypocrisy? Stop. I mean, look, if you wanted to be a conservative going, no big government, no regulation of our lives, unless it's something we don't like. Fuck you, alright?
Well,
That hypocrisy blows my mind.
Several gentlemen's clubs that would have me as Tabitha from Milwaukee.
I'm pretty sure in Texas they don't call them gentlemen's club. I think it's titty bars.
Okay.
Truth in advertising.
Yeah, fair call.
Now, King Street in Melbourne, there are a lot of places advertised as gentlemen's clubs.
Yes.
Biggest bunch of fucking toe rags hanging out the front of them in the street. I'm yet to see a gentleman. I know
like
via Twitter some of
it
the
freaks them
ladies
out
who
a
work
little
there.
bit. Yeah.
Look, ladies, correct me if I'm wrong. If you do get true gentlemen in the job, but from the tweets I see,
No.
an overabundance of gentlemen. Not a stripper's main problem.
No.
Really not.
No.
I never see tweets go, my goodness, there were too many proper gentlemen in my audience tonight. Seriously.
Mind you, Tabitha from Milwaukee was there, and she's always entertaining.
Yeah, and the mental image. I'm sorry, I will send GPO box down here for the angry mail box. Send a postcard saying how traumatised you are, and I'll send you a bit of steel wool you can scrub your brain clean with.
I'll send you a photo of me with the bits. Don't worry about it.
He will, okay? Don't ask. He will. Okay. And look, finally I want to round up, and it's possibly a little bit more back in Downer territory, but this is a link a few people have sent me this week. I've seen it going around the social networks. A book that's been published called Melanie's Marvelous Measles.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that maybe it was a fantasy where the measles could perform tricks.
Yeah.
And as Melanie went into a fever dream, she's off in the measles equivalent of Narnia having adventures.
Yeah.
As she's running like 105 Fahrenheit fever in the intensive care ward.
No.
No, it's an anti-vaccination book that just is frightening in how not in touch with reality it is.
It is definitely not in touch with reality, and the pictures are lovely.
Oh my god, yeah, with her proudly showing off, look, I've got a beautiful rash in my tummy. And my mummy says, measles don't run and chase you and catch you. You should have measles. They're wonderful. You know, so the fact that Melanie's marvellous measles can lead to Percy's perky pneumonia.
And Eddie's
excellent
encephalitis.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing is, measles not harmless.
No,
can kill you.
Can and often will kill you.
There are outbreaks around the world, and particularly, I've linked to a story of Pakistanis paranoid about huge outbreaks. They had over 100 deaths from measles in the last years, which is not in and of itself a huge number in a country with a big population that has a lot of health problems. But they're really worried about epidemic level outbreaks of it. And even in Europe and the US, where fuckwit anti-vaxxers have started to get a hold and vaccination rates have gone down. Who knew the rates of these diseases are going up? And what's worse...
Hang on a second. Wait just a minute there, angry Australian person.
I'm waiting.
Are you trying to tell me that if you don't vaccinate against easily vaccinatable against diseases, the rates of those diseases go up?
Yep. And the worst part of it is not the older kiddies getting it.
That's
because
crazy talk.
The majority don't die. They just get sick and uncomfortable. And measles sucks balls as an infection, by the way. Even if there's no complications. It's horrid.
It's horrible. It's nasty.
Okay, but the complications of that, and it gets what those older kids expose babies who don't have the strength, and they die. Things like whooping cough and measles. And, you know, we almost got rid of Pete's perfect polio in the mid-20th century.
But no.
It's gonna fucking come back if these anti-vaxxer fuckwits aren't put in their box. And it's hysterical reading, like, the person who's publishing the book is going, oh, the only people who'd want the book banned are people who are anti-free speech. You go, what? Okay, so any book on any topic, so, you know, your bloody neo-Nazis can publish, you know, why Hitler was just a cheeky chappy who was a bit misunderstood.
Aww.
Do that as a kid's book so the kids learn why they really should hate Das Juden.
Anal fisting your parents for fun and profit.
Yeah, you know, that's all except, no, I fucking hate people who go, oh, no, I should have complete free speech. Fuck anyone else. Fuck the fact that this kills kids. The anti-vaccination movement kills kids. Full stop. It's as simple as that. Everything they say is a fucking lie. It's somewhere between I'm a deluded believing in fairy at the bottom of the garden fuckwit to I'm an evil lying profiteering piece of shit. I mean, the one they like to put out, they had this guy called Andrew Wakefield published a study in the Lancet a while back that seem to link vaccination.
Sidebar here.
Yeah.
The Lancet is the British Journal of Medicine. It comes out of Edinburgh. It's the oldest medical journal in the world. It has a reputation to uphold.
Yeah. And they published his study that seemed to link vaccination to autism.
Whoops.
Turns out not to be so, but he didn't make a mistake.
Yeah.
He deliberately falsified the evidence. So this one thing the anti-vaxxer idiots latch onto was a deliberate fraud. And they have since said, no, this was a complete fucking lie. And it's been held up as the most damaging medical fraud of the last 100 years. It cost lives. This guy, for his own reasons, absolutely faked it, and he's cost lives as a result. That is seriously fucked up. And seriously, if you're going to go around promoting Melanie's Marvelous Measles, we're going to have Angry's accurate arse fisting coming around to your place.
We're also going to have Andy's audacious AIDS, and she likes to bash herself on the cock.
That one doesn't have any alliteration, Aidsy.
No, I know, but she just likes to bash herself on the cock.